Hey, what's good guys? This is Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a quick, detailed, well maybe not quick, but we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here, man. These are fresh. So just in case you missed the video on these bad boys right here, this is the first launch colorway, the first official launch colorway other than the, what were they called? The Emmanuel, those yellow joints, and then there was the pink ones.
Oh, the ones they dropped at Complex
Con? Yeah, but then there was, the yellow ones dropped online too. Man, I can't remember the kid's name. I think he's like a fashion person, I don't really know. Shout out to him though, he did a really cool job on the shoe. I thought that both colorways looked great, but this was the official first like real launch colorway, like GR version of the shoe. This one is releasing. I just don't know when. I wish that I did. It's so weird because they released overseas. That's how I got mine. The release date thing really like kind of irks me. This is with all brands. Overseas sometimes gets really good stuff first, and then sometimes we get really good stuff first here in the US that overseas people can't get, and it's hard to have like a dialogue with people.
Oh yeah, because you'll be like, hey, such and such is coming out, and they'll be like, we've had that for a month, and it's like, well, we don't.
Well, either that or somebody's hitting me up being like, dude, like you said that like this is a great shoe, I can't even get it. And I'm just like, man, that sucks. I wish that everybody can experience like what we experience. That's the coolest part about the social aspect of being online and being into something, whether it be sneakers, movies, comic books, whatever, is the social environment of it, where I try these shoes, I'm like, yo, these are dope, like I'm excited to hear what you guys think, and then they're like, I can't, they haven't dropped yet, and there's like nowhere in sight like what they're gonna release here, and I think that that's a bummer. But anyways, if you did miss the video on these guys, this shoe right here is the Reebok Answer 5. It's the first time they've actually been retroed, and these two shoes are built very similarly to one another in terms of materials, but this shoe is the one that actually is like done up, I wouldn't say like 100% right, but very, very close to it, because these guys right here, they actually used the patent leather that was originally on this colorway back in the 2001-2002 time frame, but this colorway never had the patent leather that I'm aware of. Now, I did want to give a big thank you and shout out to the Reebok people, because that's the reason why I got these. They actually hit me up. His name is John. Big thank you to John, and he was just like, bro, I saw your review. He actually saw my review on these, and he said that it was dope, and then he was like, did you want the red pair? I was like, well, yeah, like of course, I'll take every colorway. So he sent these over. Big shout out to Reebok. I greatly appreciate it. I think that that's awesome, and again, thank you so much. These guys right here are a shoe that I was never able to get back in the day, because I was fresh out of high school, 2001. I graduated 2001, because like the seasons are weird because they start at the end of the year. So I graduated June 2001, then the 2001 season starts.
Oh, the 01-02 season?
Correct, yeah. So it's like half of the season's in 01, half the season's in 02. The second half of the season with the All-Star game, which is where these are from, these are the 02 launch. This one and the black and silver ones, I believe, launched in 01. So, but it's still around the same year. And back then, again, I was freshly out of high school. I was poor-ish. Like, I couldn't afford anything. I always wanted these, but I just couldn't get a pair. Now I got two, it's awesome. I just can't remember like what the materials were, because I'm thrown off by this overlay thing right here. I thought it was like these guys right here. I thought that it was that pearl coat finish. We just call these the pearl toes. I thought that this same finish on the toe was on this guy right here. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong, which is very possible. They still look good. I think this is a great shoe. I really want the Answer 3s to come out and the Answer 2s. So the first Answer was the actual Answer Retro, and then the next Answer that they retroed was the 4, then they jumped to the 5. They're skipping the 2 and the 3. I don't know what's going on.
They're pulling a Kobe.
Kobe? Oh, the Protro thing, right? Jump from 1 to 4. If you could just jump from 4 to 6, I'd be so thankful. But these guys right here are so awesome, dude. Like, look at this right here. These are a little bit different than the originals. They do feature solid rubber, and it's from heel to toe, which is great. That is unlike the original release. The original featured a foam midsole and outsole that was like all of this V area right there was a lot of foam. A lot of people did not like that originally for two reasons. First reason is it just didn't, create enough traction on the court. And the second reason is people that played in these outdoors did not get a durable shoe, because again, they're riding on foam, so it just was tearing the shoe up. Now it's all rubber and everything, so that's great. So if anybody were to play in it, which is not going to be me, I'm not going to do that. They are comfortable, but I just don't feel like playing in them. But just for anybody's like own curiosity and all that stuff, they're supposed to be a little bit more playable, or a little bit more functional, I guess, than the original in that sense. The original foam of the shoe was 3D Ultralight, which is a super lightweight foam. I don't think that they use that anymore. It feels like just a regular kind of like EVA, in my opinion now. However, they do have actual DMX air transfer technology inside the shoe for cushion, which I think is awesome. And it looks just like this guy right over here. It's just a simple, like we would call an eye pack. So there's one up top, one on the bottom, and then there's a tube connecting the two in between the midfoot. So when you're stepping on one side of the shoe and then you move over, the air is pushing over, then it's covering your stride. And when you hit that side, it moves the air back. And so that way, if you do happen to land on your heel again, it's covered with air. It was a really cool system back in the day. It does not feel like the original version, but it feels good enough in my opinion. And I've been wearing like this one right here. Like I've been wearing these quite often, and the more that I wear them, the more that I like them. They're just really, really comfortable both underfoot and around it. And the reason why they're so comfortable around the foot is because the materials that they used. These guys right here, oh my gosh, it's so nice. Like the leather is so nice. Is that ASMR?
It
Oh,
is.
technically there's stuffing in there, so that's not what leather sounds like, but check this out. Hey. But these guys right here, they feature a lot of actual genuine leather, and then the toe cap, the heel is patent leather, it's a synthetic, and then you have this vinyl section that's the overlay, you have vinyl interior. Vinyl smells good, man. Reminds me of toys. And it reminds me of when we used to work at the movie theater. We used to work at AMC, that's where we actually met, so a little BTS, or I wouldn't even call that BTS, that's like...
Some personal information.
Yeah, personal information, TMI. But we used to work at AMC theaters, that's where we met. I was doing facilities and everything else, because I could do pretty much everything over there. But when I was doing facilities, we would get in all the posters, and we would get in all of the other, like, what would you call it? Like
The banners.
well, they were banners, but what do you, it's
displays.
the marketing stuff. They were cardboard cutout displays, like the big giant things. The vinyl banners were super dope. So like we'd like go up on the lift and hang them up, and then they would drop down and they looked so sick. I was able to keep the Incredible Hulk one, and it took up the entire wall of my studio that I lived in at the time, and it was sick, dude. But this is exactly what it smells like, because it's the same exact material. So when I smell this, just reminds me of being young and poor, which is okay. I mean, I like remembering those things.
Humble beginnings.
Well, I still feel like that same person, you know? So it's not like anything's changed in that sense. We just are not as poor. But that's the material overview and all of that stuff. You got a nice little mesh, airy tongue and everything. But again, the backing of it is backed by vinyl, so it kind of negates that. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then the insole right here, it's got a little nice picture of Iverson and stuff like that. And then it's got a little fluffiness to it, so you got some additional step-in comfort. You can't see it, but I can. But you can actually see the eye pack right in there, which I think is dope. Like you can see, can you see it? A little impression?
Oh yeah,
in the heel?
I can.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like bubbled there. Like if you've ever taken out an insole in a shoe that has Zoom Air, like an Air Jordan 13, normally you can see the heel unit. That's what I could see in here, which is pretty dope. And again, it moves along into the forefoot. I think that the DMX thing, back in the day, like people loved it, but it just was not durable.
Whenever you describe it, I just picture a seesaw.
That's exactly what, like, that concept was where it was at. And I think that if they would have made those bags more durable, I think that it would have had a longer lifespan. Like they had discontinued it for a little while, and they had only used it in the Rockport shoes, which are like old people shoes and like hiking shoes. And then they slowly would bring it back, but now it's a little bit more durable, but it does not feel the same. But I think that these things are awesome. I'm glad to see these back. There are, actually I'm not supposed to say. Okay, but there's gonna be some cool stuff. Just know that. If you are interested in these guys, I went true to size, so that's what I would recommend. You could go down half a size if you want a super snug fit, but if you want that just normal, like whatever you normally wear, like that comfortable, typical fit, true to size, and you should be good to go. Wide footers, I'm not sure. Go try them on in store if possible. The only one that I've seen these in so far is Shoe Palace. I have not seen these in a Foot Locker or a Champs or anything like that, but I have seen them in a Shoe Palace here in Sacramento. So go check your local Shoe Palaces. Maybe they have them. Otherwise, you can grab these now over at Reebok.com. Retail is $140, but thank you once again to Reebok for sending these our way. We greatly appreciate it. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comments section. Are you grabbing a pair? Are you not? If you are, which one are you interested in? Thank you so much once again, and let us know what you guys think. So until then, have a good one. All right, so I'm gonna start off this one. Do these look like the Reebok questions?
No.
Of course they don't, because the Reebok questions are unique, man.
No.
Yes, they are.
I have people who will back me.
No, she's a Reebok question hater. It's official.
These have to be...
Yo, if you put these on blast, I'm gonna be hecka mad.
If I could give them an award, it would be for the most unbreathable sneaker.
I give it that. You ain't wore the Zoom glove though.
But even that one, it has...
Nope.
Well, certain ones have like a
I wore the white ones.
stretchy thing that looks breathable, and then other ones have a leather.
I wore the white ones, which is the leather shroud.
Yeah.
Swamp foot, trust me. That was the dope colorway though, the white joints. Those are fresh.
These look like they would make your feet into the Toxic Crusader.
You would know. But no, I think that these are dope, man. I think that you're tripping. She does not like these. She thinks that these look like nurse shoes.
I don't think any nurses are going to be rolling in with this colorway, but this colorway.
If you were a fresh nurse, you would. You'd be like, hey, what's up? Look at my new box. Yeah.
My new box?
Yeah, that's what they call Reebok, man.
Oh. Oh, like Boktober?
What?
That's when in October you wear your Reeboks. It's Boktober.
I just wear my Reeboks anytime I feel like it. I think that Reeboks are fresh.
I need me a John who can hook me up with some of the classic Reeboks.
She loves the Reebok classics. Yeah. And it's because of all of the rich leathers that they actually use, and so they break in for her white ass feet so well.
I like how I'm not allowed to bag on your shoe, but you bag on my feet.
Well, no, just because like nothing ever fits you.
Yeah, the Reeboks are like instant comfort.
It's just one of the few brands that still uses like leather,
mm-hmm.
and even though it's not like the best leather ever, it's better than every other leather, so it makes it feel like it's better. It's just good for wide footers. Like there's nothing better than breaking in or having in a break in. Blah. There is never, God damn it. There is nothing better than having a broken in leather shoe.
Oh yeah.
If you're a wide footer especially, because like you put that on and you're just like, cool, put it on and be like, here we go.
Where am I walking today?
How far, how long?
Can I pull my shoes off under my desk?
Right?